cards. The A's are this one. The yellow number that you have is that one. So keep an eye on that. When you finish, you're gonna go, instead of doing that S turn, you're gonna go straight through that gate down there. We'll have that gate open. Okay, so you have to get off the course because the A's are still on there and they're coming around for their last lap. So you guys, instead of dilly-dally, you can dilly-dally inside the field. Okay? Any questions? Bang, bang.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Nate. I'm back with the Augusta training race. And as you can see, I don't know what got into me. I took off at the beginning like a man possessed. Gapped the entire field by a football field length, and pushed out crazy wattage into 9-mile-an-hour winds. Really not smart. But I am improving. Managed to hang a little bit longer with the pack this time, and later on in this lap, towards the end, the fast guys will catch me. I get caught by the field on lap 2, and then I hang on for about 6 laps, and then it's pretty much all she wrote. Got popped off the back, and this video is just gonna go until my race ends. I'm not gonna pretty much post the whole thing. In any event, this race was longer than I expected. It turned out to be an hour. The longest race I had done prior to this was maybe 40 minutes. So it really tested me, and it tested the cardio. I feel like this course suits me much better than some of the other courses I've been doing, like Randall's. It's a flattish course, but it has a punchy climb in the back, about 5%. It can really catch you out if you're not careful. I do have an idea as far as tactics are concerned for next time I come back here. Obviously, I'm not going to do what you're seeing me do here, taking off from the front, but rather I'm going to hang out in the pack and try to conserve as much energy as possible. And then before we get to the punchy climb in the back, I'm going to try to work my way to the front of the field each lap before we approach that climb. So one thing about this lap, from a standing start, it was 3 minutes 35 seconds at about 346 watts. On my second lap, I did the exact same time, 3 minutes 35 seconds, but with only 217 watts. So 29 watt difference. I'm sorry, 129 watt difference just from staying with the pack. So you can see how much energy you can save just by staying with the pack. And certainly, I burned quite a few matches on this first lap. And so some of the stronger riders, about 3 of them, they came around, and I'm desperately trying to hang on their wheel. I thought maybe I could hang with them and form a break, but it was not to be. I got caught by the field, and then the field eventually caught these riders in the front. All in all, it's a good race. It's a fast course, and like I said, I feel like it is better suited to me. It's not too technical, and it's not too hilly. You just have that one punchy climb in the back, and honestly, you can kind of work a strategy around it. By far, I think it's my favorite to date that I've ever raced. And it's a really beautiful neighborhood, rural country, driving out to this particular location. So I'm going to let you guys watch a little bit of this, and I'll chime in again in a couple of minutes. So here we are in the back section, and what I really should be doing here is working my way to the front of the group, and you'll see why shortly. Um, Back here, you catch a little bit of a slipstream. It's 25 miles an hour. It wouldn't take much effort to kind of get to the front, maybe just out of the saddle and mash for about 20 seconds. I think next time I come here, I'm going to try that. Maybe just get out of the saddle, build some momentum, get to the front here, do about 28 or 29 mile an hour for a few seconds. And you'll see why in a second, because we're approaching this climb, and when you get to the climb, especially me being a bigger person, I really want to be at the front, because as we start going up the climb, the field is going to come around me. But when I'm at the back, I'm scrubbing off speed, and now I have to accelerate up the hill, and now there's an accordion effect, and they are walking away from me. And so what's happening now is, if I don't do a crazy effort to get back in the pack, my race is going to be over. And so I barely managed to get back on to the tail end of this group. And I repeated the same mistake for the next couple of laps. And I should have been working my way to the front. As you can see, the field here is taking a rest. And, honestly, I was taking a rest too. I mean, accelerating up that hill really, really beat me up quite a bit. But, you know, the smart course of action would be to work your way back up and, um, you know, be in front or towards the front before you get to that climb. So that's what we're going to try next time. And, we'll see how it goes. I hope to be able to hang with the pack for the at least 75 to 85% of the race, or even better, even finish with get a pack finish. But ultimately, I'm going to have to ride smart and stay out of the wind. I was using my Garmin 130, which is a really small unit. Excuse me, I'm clearing my throat. And unfortunately, on this smaller unit, I don't get the wind direction. So I really didn't know where the wind was coming from. I only felt it in my face the whole time. So I didn't know what side of the pack would be sheltered. And, I didn't have any tactics as far as how to protect myself from the winds. So that, I may consider racing with the 1030 plus. It's a heavier unit. It's very expensive. I don't want to risk losing it and crash dropping it and so on. But I need to know where the wind is coming from if I'm going to be able to shelter properly. So these are just some things to consider heading into the next rounds here. There's like 3 more races that are going to be here. I'm planning to come back for at least 2 of them, and we'll see how we do. But it's really rough, man. It just looked like no one in the field was hurting. I felt like I was the only one that was hurting. I know that's not true, but it just really felt like I was the only one hurting out there. But I think that a lot of that had to do with that first lap when I took off on them, and I really, I definitely burned a few matches on that first lap, burning over 120 watts more than I should have. So, that's it. Enjoy the footage, and we'll be back. We'll be back to have another go at this. See where he just attacked? That's where I needed to be. I needed to follow his wheel to the front. He's a bigger rider as well. He's 215. I was 220 at the start of this race, and I should have did what he just did. So sorry about that. I know I'm rambling. I'm kind of talking too much, but wanted you guys to see the tactics here that you really should be doing if you're a bigger rider. So on that note, I'm just gonna sign off, guys. I'll let you watch and enjoy the rest of this footage. And yeah, that's it. And stay tuned for the next one. Thanks, guys.